A long time ago, in a peaceful forest in Africa, there lived a small bird. One hot afternoon, the little bird flew high and low, looking for food. After many hours, she finally found a single grain. It was not much, but enough to feed her hungry chicks waiting in the nest. The bird picked the grain with her beak and flew home. But just as she passed a big old tree, the grain slipped and fell into a hole in the tree's trunk. The little bird landed on a branch and said kindly, "Big tree, please give me back my grain. My babies are waiting to eat." The tree laughed, "It's just one grain. I'm not giving it back. Go away, little bird." The bird felt sad, but she didn't give up. She flew to a nearby carpenter and said, "Please, help me. Cut down that tree. It stole my grain and won't return it." The carpenter shook his head and laughed. "Cut down a whole tree for one grain? That's foolish. I have better things to do." The bird felt anger rise in her chest, but still, she didn't give up. She flew far to the king's palace. She bowed low and said, "Your Majesty, the tree took my grain." The carpenter refused to help. "Please make them return it." The king looked at her and said, "A tiny bird crying over one grain. I have no time for such small matters." Tears filled the bird's eyes, but she didn't say a word. She flew off quietly, but her heart was strong. The next day, she went to the king's elephant handler. "Tomorrow," she said, "when the king rides the elephant, let him fall." The man was shocked. "Why would I do that?" The bird told her story. The tree had refused her. The carpenter had laughed. The king had ignored her. "This is not my problem," the man said. Now, the bird's patience was gone. She flew to a small ant and whispered, "Crawl into the elephant's nose and make him go wild." The ant blinked. "Why should I help? I'm too small to fix anything." The bird stared at her and said, "You may be small, but so am I. And if you refuse, I can crush you with my beak. Now, choose." Scared, the ant agreed. She crawled into the elephant's trunk the next morning. The elephant jumped, roared, and threw the king to the ground. People screamed. The elephant ran wild. The handler ran. The king was angry. "What happened?" he shouted. Everyone traced the trouble back to the little bird and her grain. The king finally listened. "Carpenter," he ordered, "cut down that tree." But as the carpenter raised his axe, the tree shouted, "Wait, wait, I'll give the grain back. Just don't cut me down." And just like that, the grain was returned. From that day on, the story of the little bird spread far and wide. Even the smallest one among us can make the biggest change. You don't need power or size to be heard. You need courage, wisdom, and the will to never give up. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to African Folktale by Zamper for more stories that touch the heart.